Today I'm making vintage photo flips, and here's a sample of one. It's turned into a pocket at the top, and then when you flip up the frame you've got a lovely vintage photo hidden. That's one. Here's another one with it's turned into a side pocket, and I've got some tickets to tuck in there and one of the pretty triple tags there. And you lift this one up and there's another photo frame there. The two I just showed you and all of these are made with just 2 sheets of paper, and I'll give you a quick look. I just love these, and you can turn them into pockets, or you can just glue the whole thing down and they can just be pretty ephemera, something interactive to add to your journal. I love these vintage photos with all the children in them, and they are perfect for the sizes of these frames. This is probably my favourite. It's just a cute little image. So I'll show you how I made these. Just got a couple of bits of paper. This piece is the photo frames is from the vintage scrapbook papers, and then I've grabbed some of these vintage photo collection papers, and I thought I would have a go. I've started actually cutting 3 sides of these frames, and the idea is that I will choose one of the photos that fit, and the frame will lift up and you'll see one of these photos. So it's a nice simple activity. So really I'm just looking at the frames, looking at the photos and thinking, which way do I want the frame to go? So with this one I'm going to make it that it lifts up from the bottom here, and so all I'm doing is I'm just grabbing a craft knife and just starting at that top corner and just pulling down, going as straight as I can till I get to the bottom corner, and doing that on 3 sides. And by starting each time with the point of the blade where you want it to end, you just avoid any overcuts. So that's the 3 sides cut. Just check that I've got it all. Just a tiny little bit in that corner there, and then I'm just using some ink just to cover the back of it, so that when you lift up the inside of the frame it's not going to be stark white. So I'm going to do that with all of them. I just use my blade and I've cut them all out, and I just thought I'll show you the back. I've just inked the back of them. And you don't have to worry about being perfectly accurate, as you can see here, because all you want, it's going to stay hidden anyway, the cut, and you just want it to be able to lift up. On anything that's got the curve shape, I've followed the curve up to a point and then just kept it going in a straight line. So if I show you that one there, so I've just cut it in a straight line. Might be easy to see from the back. So where this curves around like that, I've just kept the cut going up straight, so that I'll be able to lift that up and hide a photo in it. I've rough cut this frame out, and you can see that fitted in there. I've inked on the back so that when I flip this up you won't see white. I'm also just going to ink just these side pieces so that it's more hidden. If it doesn't sit perfectly flat, you just won't see that white paper. And just push that out of the way and do the side of the frame as well. And then here's some of the photos. So basically I just sit the frame on top so I can have that image. Oh, I think that one's beautiful. I'm going to have that one. And so what I do is I just hold the frame out of the way, and I'm getting my wet glue I'm gluing right up to the edge of the photo frame, but not too close. I don't want any glue to leak out. And across the top there as well. And then just glue around the outside. And then I just lift the frame up out of the way, sit it down where I think I want it. I do have a few seconds to move things. I want to make sure I get the puppy dog in there. And just push that down. And I'm just making sure that there's none of the excess glue seeps out into this side so that it stops the photo from going. And then I'm just going to rough cut that out and then fussy cut around that photo frame. And then a last little ink around all of the outsides just to get rid of that white. And I forgot to mention, I printed the photo frames on 160 GSM, so they're a little bit thicker. And then the vintage photos I've just printed on copy weight, 80 gram photo paper. And so then you've got your little photo frame. You can glue it in and just have it all glued down completely and have it as a little flip. You could glue 3 sides down and make it a side pocket or a tuck pocket, or you could glue 2 sides down and have it in a corner and just have it as a tuck spot as well, and tuck things in. And it takes up very little space. It sits nice and flat in the journal like these ones do, and you can fit, like you can see, that's just a small piece of paper, but this is quite a thick piece with a next. This is one of the tag in the tags, so you can fit quite a little bit in, and you can see that it's not lifting up this until I want it to. You could also decorate the front of this frame. Once again, you could fussy cut another one of these images out and have that on the outside as well. I haven't done that yet. You could add a little tab or some fabric or something if you wanted to show that that flipped up, but I'm just leaving mine plain at the moment. I really like them just like they are.